Hey everyone, this is Osamu Wakabayashi from Zen Ideas. Welcome to this in-depth tutorial on building custom dashboard for authors, admins, and readers using Crocoblock JetEngine. If you ever wanted to create a seamless content management system where different users can interact easily, you are in the right place. And here are things you can learn today. So how to create a user registration system with email verification and build author dashboard where our user can submit, manage, and edit their articles, and how to set up admin approval system so admins can approve or reject their submissions, and develop a reader dashboard where users can save and favorite articles, and use JetEngine Query Builder and JetTab plugin to organize and display content dynamically. By the end of this tutorial, you will have a fully functional multi-user dashboard system, all without writing a single line of code. Now, before we get started, make sure you have the following plugins installed. So the first, JetEngine for custom post type, queries, and dynamic content. And we're going to use JetTab. So this is for navigation within dashboard. And JetFormBuilder to create a submission form. And then JetBlocks for adding reset password functionality. And a couple more. So we're going to be using Formless Actions Endpoint. This is a part of JetFormBuilder. This is for managing form actions like approval and rejections. And the last one is the third-party plugin. This is a free plugin you can use. So user role editor. So this is to define custom users. In my case, author, readers, admins. All right, so let's get started. Okay, first we need to create a user registration page like this. So let's fill this out and sign up. Okay, so username and the email address, and let's hit sign up. Okay, so the form successfully submitted. Now let's check out the email. So we got the email notification here. All right. And then please confirm your registration on the site, this tutorial video. And to complete the registration link, click link below. Just click that. And this takes you to, or takes user to registration success page. Okay, so thank you for joining us. The registration has been successfully completed. So we've sent you a confirmation email with all the details and including temporary password. So let's go to check email again. Refresh. Okay, it's here. So now send to John, so which is a user, right? And here, hi John, your registration on this side is completed. So go to your account page, and here is your temporary password. Okay, so let's try that. Copy this password. So go back this page. I think I set it up if you log in, it's automatically, yes, logged in once it's approved. So let's log out and try that password again. Okay, so that's the username, and then so this is the password. Okay, so I'm gonna hit login. All right, so now go to account, and you see the account page. All right, so let me show you how you can create this type of a email verification form. Okay, so go to JetFormBuilder, and then here, so I already created a user registration with email verification. So let's go edit. All right, so registration form is very simple. So the first one is just text field, and then the field label is username. All right, and then this is just a text field. Okay, and next one is also just email, just a text field, and then so label is email, and then now field type is I'll change to email here. Okay. All right, so the next one is just a checkbox field. So you just grab that on here, and then the label is remember me. So I should probably put it here. Okay. And if the option form is manual is okay, manual input, and hit manage. and just label is remember me, and value is 1. Okay, just hit update. That's all. All right, so let's post submit action here. Let's create a new action, and then here's the verification. Okay, so let's click that. All right, so who can verify this submission? So this is not just only admin, so user can verify it, all right? So when they registered. Now, so you can create a link lifespan. So that 4 means like it lasts 4 hours. But I'm gonna just leave it blank so that it doesn't expire. And then, so this is an email field that email send out to. So it's gonna be the email. Okay, so whoever put the email on the registration, that goes sent out to this email. Okay, now here, so create a custom verification email. So you have to turn this on. Okay, now the success page. So after the email verification got succeeded, so that is redirect to success page. I think I have that. So here, remember that the demo. Okay, so I gotta put that on. Yeah, I think it's a registration success page that I created. And then now, so here, the create a custom verification email. So add send email action. Okay, so here, so it's already automatically created here. All right, so mail to email from submitted from field email. Okay, so reply to. So, I usually put the custom email and put my email address. All right, so that's a site name here. Confirm your email. So you can adjust the subject here, and then from name, you can put maybe site admin. Okay, and so you can put the admin email address here. Okay, and a content type HTML, and here it's already created, so you can customize this content, but make sure that you have this JetFormBuilder verification URL link here. Okay, and hit update. All right, so next new action is save form record. Okay, so I just hit update. You don't have to do anything here. Okay, and another new action item is the register user. Okay, so which is right here. Click that. Now, so let's map the field. User login is going to be username, email, and password is going to secure a unique token. Okay, confirm password, secure unique token. Okay, the rest we don't have that, and the user role. So in my case, has to be assigned to Arthur. Okay, so whoever registered with this form, the role user role is going to be Arthur. Okay, and then I don't have any user meta mapping out. And here's a message settings you can customize here. Okay, so I'm going to just leave them as they are. All right, and hit update and save it. All right, and the last action item is so I'd like to send another notification to registration users after they verified. Okay, so hit another one. So this is going to be from email submitted from field and the email. So because this is going out to users, okay? And then now, so email subject, you can customize that, something like that. So you can put the other field as well. Okay, so I'm gonna just put the site name. All right, and the from name. So I can just put the your admin and the email address. You can put my email address or admin email address. Okay, and the content type is going to be HTML. All right, so I'm gonna just put the customer's content here. My username. Okay, so I'm gonna just I already prepared. I'm gonna just copy and paste what I have. Okay. So the username, your registration site name is completed. Okay, and your account page. So you can put the account page here, your URL. Okay, and your username. So you get all the macro here. Okay, and then so your temporary password is this verification token. Now, so you get the macro here. You can just insert from here. Okay, the token here. All right, and then maybe I can put the line name here. All right, so something like that, and hit update and save it. All right, so let's test it out here. All right, so username, Julie, and then that's the email address, and hit sign up. All right, so form successfully submitted, and let's go to email. So now I got the email here, and then so let's click this link to verify email address. So this should take me to registration success page. All right, so now let's go back to email again. So I should be, oh, here we go. So I should have, yeah, so link here, if you can click account, so it should be logged in already. All right, here we go. All right, so let's double check, go to users. Now you see Julie here. Okay, so new user is registered. And then now the role is author. All right. Now, since the password was generated by the system randomly, let's allow user to set a new password. So let's open up a JetFormBuilder. So set the new password. So the first one is, let's bring a hidden field. Okay, it's right here. And then text field next. All right. So let's go to hidden field. So this is going to be, instead of post ID, it has to be current user ID, right? And then the first text box is going to be password. I'm going to say new password. Okay. And I'm going to just, before that, go to the fields. Instead of text, I'll select the password. And then I'm going to just duplicate this section. Duplicate. And this one is going to be confirm. New password. Okay. And this is going to be password as well. Okay. This has to be confirm. Okay. And this confirm password field has to be validation, advanced, new rule. So this has to be equal to new password. And error message should be this pass doesn't match, something like that. And I hit update. Also, this field should be required. And then next, I'm going to add action button right here. And I'm going to use update new password, and then change to JetForm tab, and then hit the new action. So there should be user, update user. Okay, click that. So user ID has to be user ID. Okay, and new password is going to be password, confirm password, confirm password. Okay, and then the role, so has to be, this is author. Okay, when you update it. All right, so I think that's good, and hit update. And next, we need a preset setting here, enabled. And the source is going to be user, get user ID from current user, user ID, new password is going to be password. Okay. And I'm going to just slightly change this message, password successfully updated. And then hit publish. Okay, so let's go to Elementor and then template, save template. And then I'm going to be using my profile. So let's open up with Elementor. And I'm going to be looking for JetForm. Yeah, let's bring this. And then a set new password. All right, so that's it. And then I'm going to hit update. Next, let's work on author article submission process. Okay, so first of all, we need to create the article submission form. Okay, so here's the post title and the content, and then perhaps the featured image. And if you have categories like this, we can add that too. So I already created, so let me explain this to you. So hit edit button. All right, so first we need a post ID. Now here, this is a hidden field. So you gotta just grab here and then bring here, and then just pick a post ID and put, so in my case, I just put the post ID here, underscore ID. So that's a field name. Now, so we don't have to worry about the label here because this is a hidden field. Okay, so I'm gonna just delete this one, so it's already here. Now, next one is another hidden field. Okay, and then this times I use user underscore email. So that's the field name. And then you pick a current user email. Okay, so I'll explain to you why we did this. And then here's post title. So this is just text field here. And then what you see, what you get field is the post content here. Okay. And then the post image. So this is just media field right here. Okay. And then this category is I'm using a checkbox field. And then here, so you can just pick a term and then just pick which term you wanna pick to. Okay. So make sure you put the label name and then the form field name here. So I'm going to just delete this one because I already created so that the category, so that's the field label, and then I just put the field name right here. All right, so let's take a look at this submission here. So I got the post submit action. There's three. So one is insert post, right? So the post type, it's going to be guest post. And then status is going to be a pending because admin need to review it. Okay. And we're going to map out the field. All right. So post ID and then user email. So you can leave that as a blank here. And then post title is post title, post content, post image is going to be post thumbnail. Okay. And the category is post term. And then which category? So the guest post category. So this is, you have to just map things out here and hit update. Okay. And then I like to send out two notifications. Okay. So one, so this notification is to admin. If the guest author submitted, admin get notified. It's optional, but it's nice to have, right? So I'm going to just pick a custom email and put my email address so that I get notified. And then so reply to, so you can put the custom email or admin email. And here's a subject, it says someone submitted a post. And then again, so this is just the name. You can name it whatever you want here too. So I'm just going to put my email address and then content type, plain text. I'm going to use the HTML. So here's the content types. I can just put those macro here, title and content and category. So you can pick any field from here, guys, and hit update. And the second email notification is to author. Okay. So email to email from submitted form field. Okay. And then form field, it's going to be user email. Okay. So that's why right here. So I need to have a hidden field and then pick current user email so that they get notified after submission. Okay. So let's go back here and the reply to email submitted from field again. So this one you can just pick and then subject. So your guest post is now under review because it's pending. Okay, so you can just put the name, guest author's name here. Yeah, and from email address, you can put the admin email. I'm going to put my email for this demo. And then with a plain, I would like to use HTML. And then so your guest post is now under review. Here is the title. And you can put all content here if you want to just pick any field from here. Okay, and then that's good. And hit the update and hit save. All right, so I logged in as author, guest author, and then let's write some article here. So post titles, I'm going to just put the dummy content here. Okay, so something like this. And then let's put some image. All right. I'll just pick this image. Okay, and I'm going to just put ID security for this article and hit submit. Okay, it's submitted. Okay, so I got those two emails. So one is this is to guest author. Your guest post is now under review. So this is the title of the post. And here, this is to me. So this is to admin. So that is the title, and this is the content, and then that is the category. So it shows ID number. So I gotta fix that. Yeah, let's quickly fix that ID number for the category. So this is the one. So you have to add this like term title by ID. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna just copy this part. Okay, and then go back to form. So this I think the first one. Okay. So this is the category, and then here. So I've already added. So this term. Okay, and then hit update and then save. Okay, so just quickly test it out, and then pick this category and submit. Okay, it's submitted, and then should receive. Let's hit the. Okay, so I got two emails. The review. Yeah, so that shows ID security, the name of the category here. Okay. Okay, so let's go to guest post, and then those two. Yeah, so this is under pending. And also this one, it just posted boost volunteer engagement with technology. It's pending. Okay, so this is still guest author's dashboard or account page. So let's go to my post. Now, 3 articles approved. I think 2 of them. Here we go. So AI can transform nonprofit. And then, yeah, this one. So boost volunteer engagement. So this is those 2 I just posted, right? And then it's pending, so which is waiting for approval. So we got the 3 here. All right, so let me explain to you. This is a bit complicated. So we got those tabs, and then you can kind of flip, when it's published. And then we got those action button to edit and draft, and even like author can delete their own article. Okay. And we got those view count as well. So of course the 0 is not published yet. Okay, so we got to use a profile builder, and then make sure this module is enabled. Okay, and you'll see profile builder right here is under the menu, and then click that, and then here, so you have to create an account page. So here, account page, you're gonna pick that, and then template board, I'm gonna use a rewrite, and then I like hide admin bar for the guest author. Okay, and then now account page. So we can create those sub page here. Let's bring here. So I got my profile, my post, and add post. Okay, so my profile and my post and add new post. Okay, and then as you can see, the last one, all post is only access to admin. So that's why the guest author cannot see that. And edit post, again, I'm not going to show the title. So for example, it doesn't really make sense, right? So if I hit edit, okay, so there's no, you don't have to do that. And then once it's edit and update it, and just redirect to profile page. I should probably redirect to my post page, but you can do that. Just put this URL. And if you're not really familiar with profile builder, let me quickly explain to you. So you have to add a template here. You have to create a template. I use Elementor. So let's go to Elementor here. So I got a template, save the template, click here. Okay, so this is the one, add post. And I'm going to just open up with Elementor here. And I divide it into 2 columns. And then menu. So there's a profile menu right here. So you just gotta put right here. Okay. And then you can just style that. This should be vertical. Okay. And then here, I think, yes. So this is JetFormBuilder. So you're gonna pick a JetFormBuilder here, and then select which form. So I got a bunch of forms, but guest form submission form that I showed it to you earlier, and then the field layout column, and then submit type. I just put the Ajax. So that's how it works. All right, next I want to explain to you how I did those tabs here. Because published, and then this is pending and draft and reject. So which is the post getting trashed. We got the 4 different status for the custom post type. And then I have to build 4 separate queries. Okay, so it's a bit complicated, but I hope I can explain to you. First, you have to create a listing template here. So this is a guest post, and which listing. So it's going to be the source is post, and then in my case, it's going to be guest post. So that's a CPT. Okay. And then, so let's take a look at the template here. Now I'm going to come back to you those details, but basically I got the thumbnail here, and the title, and the content, and the read more. There's the dynamic link, and there's a view counts here, and those buttons. Once again, I'll explain to you. I'll come back to you later. Before that, let me just explain a query builder, okay? Because we got the 4 different status of the custom post type. So let's go to query builder here. All right, so let's take a look at the published one. And then I have for the guest post query. So this is published. Let's take a look. Okay, so that's just the name of the query. And then this is going to be post query. Okay, and the post type is going to be guest post, right? And the status is going to be published. And you can order by, in my case, order by meta value, which is, this is a count, the store count here, just quickly. So publish, so that the higher number, so the view count is number 2, and then this is 1, so the higher number goes on the top. Okay, so that's why I added this meta key. Once again, I will explain this to you. But another one is author, because this is only for guest author and the current user ID. Okay, because when he log in, he wants to see only his article. We don't want to show anybody else's articles. Okay, so that's why here, so you're going to pick current user ID. You can pick right here. And that's all, and hit update. So let's go back to Query Builder. Once you set this up, I would suggest just to use copy of this because this is waiting for review. I'll show you. So basically all the same. You got to change the title here, but everything is going the same except for status. So you got to pick a pending. And then for that, like you probably don't need to put in order. Maybe you want to order by latest to latest post, but you don't need to put the order by the how many count view because you don't see any views at this moment. And the author is going to be same. Okay, so in current user. Okay, and then let's go back again. And then next one is draft. So once again, so this is going to be same settings. So you want to just duplicate it, right? So the guest post, post type is going to be the same. Just change to pending to draft. And then author, same current user ID. Okay. And then last one is rejected. So I'm going to open a new tab. So once again, just duplicate it and then change the post status to trash. Okay. Oops. To trash. Now let's go back to Query Builder here. Now, as you can see, I have all posts. It's not a guest post. So this is for admin because admin can see everybody's post because they have to approve, reject, put it back in the pending, right? So I am logged in as admin. So let's just open up here. I'm going to just go to my account. and I can see all post. Now I can see all post, and then because we need to approve. So here, okay, so I can see all post, and I can just click here to approve. And then now it's down to 2 and then published here. Now this query, as you can guess, it's easy. For example, let me just open up here. Publish one. So once again, you can just duplicate the existing one for the guest one. And one different is there is no current user ID because this you don't have to set anything. And the other two are the same. Just open up here, waiting for approval. Okay, so the guest post and the pending, and there's no setting here. Okay, okay. So next, let's work on creating a template here. So we got the published, and then waiting for approval and draft and rejected. Okay, so we got those 4 tabs. We have to create template for each tabs. Okay, so let's start with my post. So let's go to, I use Elementor. So there's a template section here. So let's okay, so let's start with my post here. So I got the my post published and waiting for approval and draft and then rejected. Okay. All right. So let's open up the published one first. Okay. So edit with Elementor. Okay. So let's use this is a listing grid. So go here and you just the listing. So you just use this listing grid widget. Okay. And then let's set this up. So which listing? So it's going to be guest post item account, which I created earlier. And then the column is the one column. You can set different style, but one column works fine for this demo. And then now go to custom query. Okay. So you make sure the custom query is on. Yes. And the custom query. So remember that. So we created a custom query for guest post user query published. So because this is just a published guest post, okay? So you got to pick right here, guest post user query. And that's all, and just hit update. Okay, let's go to another Elementor template here. Okay, so next one is my post. So this is a guest post waiting for approval. Let's open up with a new tab. So basically it's the same thing. So using listing grid widget here, and then using a guest post item and one column, and then scroll down, the custom query is on. So this one is a guest post user query waiting for review. Okay, so this was selected because I logged in as admin, so I don't have any post that waiting for approval right now. So, but that's okay. So let's go to another one. And then, so let's take a look at the rejected one. All right. So I don't have any data now, but basically the same thing, the same listing, and then go to custom query. And this one is guest post user query rejected. So you select this, okay, and hit update. And then the draft one too. All right, so it's the same thing here, and then same listing, and then go to custom query. So this is drafted query. So now we created my post draft, my post waiting for approval, my post published, my post rejected. So 4 different types of template here with Elementor. And then next, I like to explain how this tab works. Okay, so it's published one here, and then we got a tab for each. Okay, so as you can guess, so published one, that's the template here, and waiting for approval, that's the template, that's the third template, and then this is the last template. Okay, so let's work on that next. Now, as you see, same Elementor template down here. So I have my post for author. So another template here, this is a page template. So let's take a quick look with Elementor. All right, so this is 2 columns. The second column is I'm just using profile menu widget. And then here, so I got those tabs. So let's take a look here. All right, so here is the template I created here. Okay, so we are using tab. Okay, here you can see now if you're using Elementor, you see just the Elementor tab, and then this is JetTab from Crocoblock. So, and we're going to be using this JetTab, and I can explain why. So this is JetTab, $23 per year, and then that's what we need to achieve this template. Okay, so now, so we can create those tabs. So let's take a quick look here. The label, so I got those query count result. So we got the 2 here and 0, 0, 1, sorry, 1 and 0. Yeah, so let me show you this. So now, click that. I'm going to just delete this here and show you how I did it. Okay, so I can just delete that. Okay. Now, so you don't see anything here. And the label, so you click a dynamic tag here, and at the bottom you select query results count. Okay, and then which query? So this is a published one. So the guest post query, so user query published. So there must be a 2 here. Okay, number 2. So here the return count. So make sure you select total query result count. Okay. Now, so we need to put the label. So go to advanced, and here you can just put published, and then bracket, and after that bracket, close bracket. Okay, and then let's hit up the update. Okay, right here. And then content type here. So that's the thing. If you use JetTab plugin, so you can create a template here. And then so it asks you which template. Okay, so remember that we created the 4 different type of template earlier. My post. So we got the draft, waiting for approval, published, which is this one, and the rejected. Okay, so we're going to be using that. Then you can display. Now, so as you can guess, you do the same thing for waiting for approval, draft, and rejected. So let's take a quick look here. The same thing. So you're going to be using a query result count. Okay, so once again, right here, click dynamic tab, and then click query result count. So otherwise it's not going to show you how many posts it is. Okay, and then total query result count and advance. So this is going to be waiting for approval. Okay, bracket and then bracket. Okay, update, and make sure choose template. Which template? So this is going to be my post waiting for approval template. Okay, so this is the one. All right. Oh, just so you know, so I use an icon here. So there's lots of icon in the library here. So this is just a design, optional. So I just use a little clock and check mark, and then draft for like save, and then kind of X for the reject. Okay, let's move on now. Draft, same thing. You use a query result count, and here make sure you pick the right query. Guest post user query draft. Okay, and total result count, advanced, draft, and then you close the bracket here. Okay, and then template. So you use my post draft template. Okay, and the last one, oh, again, so use icon if you want to. And the last one, reject. Okay, the same thing, query count result. And then so make sure total query count result, and then reject, and then close bracket, and then template is my post reject template. Okay, and then just hit update. So you have to go back to profile builder. All right, so JetEngine profile builder. Okay, go to account page, and then so my post. So this is for author, and you have to create new subpage, which I already did. And then here you have to pick a template. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, so I can just show you again. So my post. So the last one, my post for author. So this is a template you pick. Okay, and hit save. So I make sure this is available for only author. Okay, so you can just create a role here. Okay, because I don't want to show to everybody. And if you go to log in as a guest here, you see the 2 published, and then there's two to approve for waiting for approval, and draft, and this is the reject. Okay, so you can use this tab. That's how it works. We need to work for admin as well. So so this is admin. So as you can see, so we have more than that because admin can manage all the guest posts. Okay, so as you can see, slightly different. So this is guest author. So the tab is different. My profile, add a new post, all posts instead of my post. Okay, oh, I need to kind of flip that. Okay, so let's go to Elementor template. And so I got this one. So let's I've already created so all posts for admin. So let's take a quick look with Elementor. So this is the same structure as before. So we got the two columns, and the left column has profile menu, and the right column has those tabs here. So same tab, Jet tab. Okay. And then same structure here. Okay, so under the label, use a query result count, and the template. Make sure you pick template and then choose template. So this is going to be all posts published. Okay, so not my post, all posts published. Remember that. I can just. So we have a draft, and then published, and then waiting for approval. Okay, so those three template we created earlier. Okay, and then once again, it's the same thing. Yeah, total query result count, and here published, and then after close bracket. Okay, and then icon, I use check icon here for this. And then the rest, the other was the same too. One thing different is template. Okay, so this is waiting for approval template. And then the third one is all post and draft page template. Okay, and just hit update. And then let's go back to profile builder. And then, so you have to create a new subpage, which is this one I created, all posts for admin. Okay, and then so let's quick look here. So once again, so this is a template that we just created here. So which is this one, right? Okay, and then so again, so you can here, all post for admin. So this is the one. Okay, and then make sure this is available for only admin. Okay, and hit save. Then if you go here, so you can see published one is 8, published one, and waiting for approval is 2, and then draft is 3. Okay. All right, so next let's talk about how to display the view count. This is easy to do with the JetEngine. Let me show you how. So first, let me show you how this works. So I'm going to just open up an incognito window. All right, so let's say, so this Cloudway is a great choice for hosting. So this is his article here, right? So let's click and then view here. Okay, and then, so let's go back to his account. This is the author's account, and let's refresh. This is number 3, right? And they should change to 4. Okay, so let's go to JetEngine here, and then go to module. Make sure you need to enable data store module, right? And you will see a data stores tab here, and click that. Now, if you haven't added anything, you have to hit this button, new store, but I already added here. So let me take you through here. All right, so in this demo, I gave a name for view count, and this is a slug count. And then store type, I chose a session. Okay, and then max size is 0. So this 0 is for unlimited size. So if you want to keep a max size, you just put the number here. Okay, and count items, just enable, and then store item on view, enable. Now you choose which post type. So this is the watch for post types. And in my case, this is a guest post. Okay, so this is just a custom post type. And then you hit a save button. Okay, so let's go to listing template. And then so this guest post item. Okay, so this is the listing template. Yeah, I use icon box. So this is part of Elementor. Yeah, right here under general. Okay, and this is free. Okay, and then just click that. So I just picked the icon because I like to use that. And then here, the title here, I'll just delete here. Now, nice as this is the heading, but right here, so dynamic tags. So click this. Then I'm looking for data store post count right here. Okay, and then click that. Now let's select the store, which is a view count that I just created. Okay, select this. And now use the C number here. Okay, now just go to advanced, and then I'm going to put the view count, and then put the bracket and close with bracket. Okay, something like this. All right, so that's how we do it. It's easy, right? Now we know how to display view counts. Next one is I like to show you how to order the highest view count to lowest view count. So the 411, right? All right, so let's go back to JetEngine Query Builder. And then it is a guest post published one. Okay, so this one. And then click that. All right, so let's go scroll down here. Now, so it's a general, under general, and we worked on this before, okay? And then now we need to add order and order by. So the order by, you need to select order by string meta value, okay? And then meta key here. So now Crocoblock has a knowledge base here. So right here, let's scroll down a bit. All right. So you need copy right here, JetEngine store count, okay? So I'm going to just copy that and then go back to Query Builder. So now right here, so you paste onto that. And then this is your string. So your string is, in my case, view counts, okay? So this is where I got this from, go back to JetEngine. Let's open up the tab. And then remember that the data store, we created the view count. So this is a slug, okay? So I'm going to copy this and then paste right here, okay? And then order by from highest to lowest, okay? And hit update. To go back to Query Builder and add it to all post published one. Yeah, all post query published. So I have to add exactly the same thing, okay? And hit the update. Okay, this is guest author's dashboard. And as you can see, the guest author can edit and then put in a draft and then delete their own articles via Frontend. And I'd like to show you that how you can achieve this. Okay, so let's start with the edit post button. Okay, so when you click edit post, it takes you to editing form. This is title, and then this is a content, and then you can put the upload image here, and then pick the category and then hit update. So this is just the JetFormBuilder. So let's go back to admin panel here. And then so here is the JetFormBuilder, go to form. So basically you have to create a new form. So I have already created edit form. This is, you can actually copy from post submission form from the previous one, but I already did that. So let's click and then take a look at it. Okay, so let's take a look at those. Okay, let's open up the left side panel. So the first one is here. So this is a hidden field. So if you type hidden field, okay, so you just bring that, okay. And then, so I'm just use the post ID. So this is updating post. So the field value is URL query variable, okay. And then the variable key, query variable key is underscore post underscore ID, all right. And the next one is, so this is just text field, okay. And then this is the post title. And then The second one is post content. So this is what you see, what you get. What you see, okay, here we go. So what you see, what you get field. And then next one is just the image. So this is just the media field. Yeah, so right here, okay. And then the next one is I use checkbox for that. Okay, so I use checkbox field right there. Okay, and then so as you can see, this is a term. Okay, and then which term? In my case, I use a guest post category. All right, and then the button. But in this case, it's update. So just changing a label to update. Okay, and hit save. All right, so next let's change to a JetForm tab here. Okay, let's go. Now, so we have two submit actions. So one is insert and update. Okay, so if you haven't done it, just click this button and then you will find out insert, update, post here. Okay, and you just pick that. So now let's look at the edit. And the post type is going to be guest post in my case. And then post status, I pick pending review because I like admin to review it even after they edit the content. And then the field map is post ID. It's going to be post ID. Okay. And post title, content, post image, post thumbnail. Okay. And the category, so we pick post term. And then which term is that? This is guest post category. Okay. And then hit just update. Now, after submit, so I like to use a redirect page action as well. Oh, sorry, once again, just click that. And there is a redirect page here. So there's action for that. And then I'm going to use the static page and the redirect to account page. Actually, I'm going to, here you go, just one sec. Instead of account page, I like to use actually this post page here. Okay, so I'm going to just use this link. And then, oh, I think I can use a custom URL. Then just use that. Okay, and then hit update. So this form is to update post. Okay, so you have to kind of scroll down here and you need to enable preset settings. Okay, so you got to enable that. And you got to set this up, the source. You got to pick post in this case, and the URL query variable. You got to pick that. And then this variable name is right here. Okay, so you got to just copy this and then paste on here. Okay, and post ID is going to post ID, title, post title, content, post image, post thumbnail, and then this category is post term. Okay, and then you're going to pick a category, which is guest post category right here. Okay, and then yeah, you can customize that, the general message settings here. And I think that's everything. It's good. And then just hit save. And then next, we need to create a template. And I use the Elementor. And then I already have edit post here. Okay, so let's open up with Elementor. All right, so this is two columns and the first column. And I use a profile menu once again. Just a reminder. So we got profile menu widget right here. Okay, and just put it on here. Okay, and then context is account. Now on the right hand side, so this is just JetFormBuilder once again. So this is JetForm. So this widget, just to bring that right here. And then which form is that? Select form. This is gonna be edit guest post. Okay, so usually if you type the first few letters, it should come up here and pick this. Okay. And then just hit update. All right, so let's go back to our dashboard. And then profile builder right here. And our counter page. And then you need to add a sub page for that. And then right here, so I already added edit post page. And then here, put the title. And then this is a slug. And then template. So the template, we just created a template, right? So you just add that. So once again, so if you put the first few letters, it should come up here. Okay. One thing is hide from menu. I should enable that. I can show this to you. So this is the author's dashboard. And because you don't really need it, because here's a button here, you don't really need that on the left hand menu. All right, so that's why I'm hiding it. Available for user role. So this is author and also admin as well. Okay. So I can quickly show you that this is admin. Admin got the more buttons here, but admin can edit as well for this demo. All right, we need to add this button, right, or link. So now we gotta open up JetEngine listing template. And here is the listing template, guest post item for account page. Hit edit. This is the template. I have 5 columns here. Each have buttons or links. Here is the edit post button. Now I use dynamic link for that. Okay. Here's a dynamic link. Okay. All right. The source is profile page. You can pick a profile page for this one. Okay. And then profile page, which one is that? It's gonna be edit post. Okay. So this takes you to this edit post page, sub page. Okay. And then here is a label, edit post right here. And then now you can put this underscore post underscore ID equal this percentage here, current underscore ID, and then close with this percentage character. Okay. And then here, so if you want to put the icon here, you can put insert icon. All right. And then here, you can style the color of the background button. You can put some paddings and you can put some radius. This is just for your preference. All right. And then hit update. All right. So let's switch back to guest authors dashboard here. So we have 3 published. So let's say, okay, so let's revise this one. Okay, so why nonprofit should prioritize cybersecurity? I'm going to just put 2005 right here. Okay. And then, yeah, I'm going to just put the revised just text here. And I just leave it as it is. And here, hit update. Okay. Right, so this takes you to this page, right? Now, as you see, that article went into waiting for approval. Okay, because I set it up so that it has to be reviewed by admin for approval, right? Okay, next, I'd like to show you how to create this draft and then delete buttons. Okay, so let's put this first article in the draft. Okay, so here in the middle button, so I'm going to just click that. Okay, it's now it went to into draft. Okay, so it's right here. And if you go to the guest post, and then now this article is on the draft status. And then let's go here. So this article, same article, I put in the delete. And as you see, it's in the rejected box here. Okay. And then now let's refresh this page. Now I'll go to in a trash box here. So this article is in the trash. box. All right, in order to make this work, you need to have this formless action endpoint. So this is $49. This is part of JetFormBuilder Pro version. Okay, so if you buy that, and you have to log into jetformbuilder.com, and then you log in, and you'll see all the Pro add-on. And here is the Formless Action Endpoints. You just click download and upload onto your website. And if I go to install the plugin, here's a JetFormBuilder Formless Action Endpoint is activated. And if it is activated, you'll see endpoint right here under the JetFormBuilder. You see endpoint. So what this Formless Action Endpoint does is you can create a functional buttons. When click it, you can execute tasks such as changing the post status. Let me show you how this works. So let's go to Form Builder, and I have already created the draft post form endpoint. So let's click this. So here is the form. And as you can see, we don't have anything here, just a hidden field and the submit button. Okay, even submit button, this label doesn't matter. But this hidden field, I have the field value is current post ID. Okay, and then here's the value. So this is important. So you have to click this dynamic tag here. So the source, so you got to pick post, and then get post ID from current post, and the post property is post ID. And I just turned on the restricted access and hit update. And then the field here should be selected the current post ID here. All right, and hit save. And let's go to JetForm tab. Now we need to create 3 submit actions. Okay, so once again, you gotta click this. And I already have 3 actions. So the first one is save form action, which is down here. Okay. And then, so let's click that. And then you don't really need to set up anything. Just hit update. And the next one is insert and update post. Okay, so this is kind of important. In my demo, which post type, this is guest post type. Okay, this is my CPT that I'm working on. Post status is draft. Okay, so you can pick different status here, but for this draft button, I use draft. Okay, and the field map, just post ID, and pick post ID will update the post. Okay, because we need to update the post status, right? And hit update. The next one is redirect. So I'm going to just redirect to current page. Okay, and hit update. Next, go to JetFormBuilder, and you will see endpoint. And you need to add a new route. But I have already created, so let's click draft post form here. And then here, so you can pick the related form. So you will see, in my case here, I have to find the draft post form that I just worked on now. And then action type, I pick Ajax. And you can just give a name for the action slug here. And then I enable is restricted because I don't want allow for everybody. And here, so I'm going to the user with a given role. And in my case, this is for admin and then author. All right. And I enable log request. If you do that, so you can keep all the log on the below here. Now, let's move right here. It's called the data field. And then click this sample request tab. All right. Copy a data for request here. Okay, so now it's copied. And go back to JetEngine listing template and the guest post item template. And then let's select draft button here. So this is just a button. So you just go here, and I'm using just this button. And the button type is just default. And the text, draft, and the link, so you don't have to put anything, just this hashtag here. Now, because I installed this endpoint plugin, you will see submit JetFormBuilder form. Okay, click down here and enable form submission, turn this on, and choose root. So now we just created the root here, which is this draft post. Okay, and then data for the request. Now remember this. So this draft one, click this again, and then click sample request, and then copy data for the request. And then back to Elementor, and then paste on right here, and hit update. And that's done. Next, let me show you how to add delete button. Okay, so let's hit the delete button here. And now it's 0 published. And then it goes to rejected tab here. Okay, so this one. Now let's go to admin section here. So let's refresh this page. So here, so this is, I'm just a guest post. This is a custom post. And then right here, so trash. So how AI can transform a nonprofit operation. So this article is in the trash. Okay, so let me show you how we can do this. So first you go to JetFormBuilder and go to form. All right, so similar to a draft post form, so we have delete post form here. Okay, so I'm going to just hit edit. So you need to create this. So similar to draft post form, so this is just a hidden field. And then this is just called post ID and the render HTML. And here you pick current post ID. Okay. And then this has a submit button. So it doesn't matter which label, it's not going to show. All right. So let's go back to hidden form here. So you don't need to really put the label here. It's not really showing. And then here, form field name is going to be post underscore ID. And here, so default value. So you just click this dynamic tag here. And then, so we're going to edit the preset. So the source is going to be post. And then get post ID from current post. Okay. And post property, you pick post ID. Okay. And then hit update. And then under field, the field value is current post ID. Okay. And let's go to JetForm tab here. Now I've got the 3 submit action. All right. So the first one is save form record. Okay. So if you go to new action, so there is save form record here. So you just pick that. And the next one is insert and update. Okay. So once again, new action, and there is a insert update post here. Okay, so pick that. And then here's the post type is guest post for this demo. And then post status, so I'm going to, this one is delete. So I'm going to move the post to move to trash. All right. Field map, it's got to be post ID will update the post. Okay. And that's it. And then hit update. And the last one is I like to, after hit the button, the delete button, it's going to redirect to this URL. So which is this published one. Okay, so right here. Okay, I just copy this and then paste onto redirect URL. Okay, and hit update and hit save. And now go to endpoints. And you need to hit add a new root if you haven't, but I already created a delete post form endpoint. And then so I'm going to just show you what it look like. So here, so related form, so you got to pick that. So I have deleted, yeah, right here. So deleted post form. Okay, so we pick that and the WordPress Ajax. And I just put the delete post. So that's a slag. Okay, and this is restricted and use a given role to only admin and author. Okay, and hit update. Now let's go to right here, sample request, and then copy data for the request. Okay, let's copy that and go back to JetEngine and then listing template. And I have this guest post item. So this is a template we've been using, and edit with Elementor. And we have this delete button here. Click that. So this is just a button. Okay. Once again, I'm using just a button here. All right. Text, I just typed the delete, and then so I'm going to set icon. So link, I just put the hash here. Okay. And the icon, I just pick this trash icon. And then right here, submit JetFormBuilder form. Choose root. So this is going to be delete post, right? So this is the one. And then data for request. So remember this, just go back to this. Here, go to sample request and hit copy data for the request. And then go here. So you just paste right here, okay? And hit update. And that's all. All right, so let's move on to next button, which is reject. Okay, reject is kind of similar to delete. Goes into reject box. So right here, and this is the guest author's dashboard. Here's admin. Admin has reject button, and the guest author, they don't have that. So let's try that. So this is the same article, right? So this is his article, and the admin, I can just hit reject. And then I can refresh this page. And then this goes to right here. Okay. And what's cool about this is once admin reject the article, the guest author gets notified and they got this email. So something like that. So your article has been rejected. So your article, so this is the title of the article and has been rejected. Okay. Let me show you how to achieve this. Once again, go to JetFormBuilder and go to Forms. And I've already created the rejected post form endpoint. Okay, so this is just JetFormBuilder. And same as others, so I have hidden field. It's post ID. Okay, and the field value is current post ID. So this is just a hidden field. And the value is the same as the last one. So post and the current post, and then post property is post ID, and hit update. Okay, and then the field value is current post ID. All right, so this is the same as the last one. Now, because I need to send out email notification email to guest author, we need to create author email. So this is another hidden field. The field label, so you can ignore that. It doesn't really matter. And the form field name, so I use author underscore email. And then down here, and the field value is going to be current post author's email. Okay. And I need to add a value here. So default value. So this is going to be author's email for this particular post, guest post, right? In order to do this, so let's go to dashboard first and then go to JetEngine. And we have, it's called a short code generator tool. So let's use that. And then the source is going to be post term user object data. Okay. And object data is going to be, so in this case, I'm using user's email and the context. So this is going to be current post author. Okay. So we pick that. Now it's automatically generated the short code here. And I'm going to just copy this and then go back to the JetFormBuilder and the value, default value, I'm just paste that value here, okay? And the last one is also post title, because I want to let guest author know which post get rejected. So once again, it's a hidden field. And in this case, I'm using current post title. Okay. Here's a form field name, post underscore title. Okay. And then down here on the field value is going to be current post title, right? And the default value is going to be source post, and get post ID from current post. And the post property is going to be post title. Okay, and hit update and then save. Now let's go to JetForm tab here. Now, as you can see, I have save form and insert update, redirect page, and send email. So this is additional action item. Okay. So first of all, save form. We've done that in the past actions. And then insert and update post. This is going to be, post type is going to be guest post. And then status is going to be, I'm going to move to trash. Right. And then let's map the field. So post ID is going to be post ID with an updated post. Okay. Now, author email and post title, you don't have to select anything here. All right. So let's just hit update. And then I'm going to redirect the page to just current page. Okay. Just refreshing that. And then send email. So let's take a look. So email to the email from submit the form field. Okay. And then now, so you pick this author email, right? So this is the hidden field. And then subject, your article has been rejected. And here's just admin name. And then this is just admin address. I'm using HTML. And here's contents. So this is just a simple content, your article. Once again, so this is post title. So when you click this, so you can insert a macro here. So I just picked the post title. And then the reason the article has been rejected because it didn't meet our guidance or requirement. Okay. And hit update and then save it again. And next, go to JetFormBuilder and then select endpoints. And you need to add a new route, but I already created, so the reject post form. So let's take a quick look here. So the related form, you need to select reject the post form that I just created. And the action type, WordPress Ajax. And I just typed reject as an Ajax action select. So who can trigger this action? User with a given role. So this is only admin can trigger this action. Okay. And then go to JetEngine and go to a listing template. And back to guest post item with Elementor. And I have those 5 buttons. So select this. So once again, I'm using just the regular button widget here. Okay. Type default and text reject. And then the link, I'm just using a hash here. And the icon, I just pick this X icon. And then submit JetFormBuilder form. Enable form submission, yes. And then choose route. So this is the reject. And then data for request. So let's go back to edit points and then choose sample request. Okay. And then copy data for the request. Click that. And then it's copied. And go back to listing template and then paste. All right. And remember this reject buttons can be used only admin, not the guest author. Right. So let's go to advanced. And then here's dynamic visibility. And this is enabled. And the show element if condition met. And then user role is only admin. Okay, and hit update. And if you don't see dynamic visibility, so you have to go to JetEngine and go to module and make sure that dynamic visibility is enabled. All right, so let's work on the last button, which is approved button. Okay, once again, so this is going to be under JetFormBuilder and then create a new form. So I already created, it's called published post form endpoint. And let's hit the edit here. All right, so I got 3 different hidden fields. So they're hidden field, same as last time, post ID. And then you pick current post ID here. And then the form field name, post underscore ID. And the value is going to be, the source is going to be post. And the guest post ID from current post. And the post property is post ID. All right, and hit update. And then here, the field value should be picked current post ID here. All right. And the next one is author email. So once again, I want to notify guest author that their post has been approved. So I would like to send a notification. So that's why I have to create a same hidden field here. Okay. And form field name is author underscore email. And the default value, it's the same as last time. So we can go to under JetEngine and use shortcode generator. So let's refresh this page. All right, so source should be, we're going to be using user, and object field is going to be user email, and the context is current post author. You just copy this and then just paste onto right here, default value. So this cannot be empty. All right, and the field value should be selected current post author email, and hit save. And then third one is post URL. Now the reason is I like to send email notification with their post URL. So email template is like this. Your post has been approved or published, and then please take a look. I like to add this URL so that the author can take a quick look and review it, their approved post. Okay, so this hidden field, form field name is post underscore URL, and then field value should be current post page URL. And then this should change to current post page URL. And now this default value, so this cannot be empty. So let's go back to JetEngine shortcode generator. Okay, so this is going to be post. So pick top one, and object field should be post slug. Okay, and then this is the shortcode. So let's copy it, and then right here, just gotta paste onto that. Okay, it's got the same one. And then let's go to JetForm. Okay, so I have 4 different actions. Top is the same, save form. And then next one is insert and update. Okay, so post type is guest post. And then post status is now it's published. Okay, and the field map, post ID will update the post, the top one here. And the author email and the post URL, you don't have to map it here. Okay, so that's all. And the redirect page, so I'm just using a custom URL, and the redirect to on the account and all post page. Okay. And then now send email action. So this is going to be email to, email from submitted form field right here. And then from field, it's going to be author email. And the reply to, in my case, I'm going to just use admin email, and the subject, your post has been published. And then this is just the admin name right here, and the admin email address, and the HTML content type. And the bottom here is the content. So your post is now published. Please have a look. So this is the main URL. And at the bottom of that, so I have post URL, which is a slug. Okay, so you can actually generate right here. So I'm using post URL, this slug. Sorry, this macro. And then hit update and then save it. Okay, next one is we need to create endpoints. So under JetFormBuilder, endpoints. And you need to create a new root, but I have created here, published post form endpoint. So let's go hit edit. And the related form, so you pick published post form endpoint, and I use WordPress Ajax, and this is action slug publish. Okay, and then so this is restricted to user with given role, which is only admin. Okay, and then go back to and then switch to sample request here, and we need to copy this data for the request. Now let's go to JetForm and then listing template, and we're using guest post item, edit with Elementor. And we have 5 buttons here, and the last button. So we're using edit button, so which is this widget. Okay. And then type default text, approve, and link hash. And then icon, I just use this check icon. Okay. And then bottom here, submit JetFormBuilder form. So we need to enable this. Okay, enable that. And then choose root, which is a published one. Okay, and then data for the request. I already copied this, but if you haven't, it should be empty. Just empty it out. And remember this, you need to copy this data for request and then paste on to this section. And then hit update. Okay, so and that's all. Okay, so let's try it out. Yeah, so I have a 4 article to be approved. Let's see if I refresh just in case. Yeah, so I got only 3 here. All right, so let's approve this article. Why nonprofit should prioritize cybersecurity in 2025. Hit approve. All right, so refresh back to this all post URL, and this is published, right? So right here. And then now let's check out email here. So I received email, and then okay, now I got the email. This is to guest author's email here. And then, so your post is now published. Please have a look. If you click that, the author can see this article. Okay. Okay, next one is let's work on how to create readers account dashboard. Okay, so first of all, we need to add new user role. We need to have a user role editor, and let's go to users, and then here you'll see user role editor. And we need to add new role. Okay, so the ID name is going to be reader, and then reader, and I'm going to make copy of subscribers. Okay, and then add new role. And when you go to user profile, so this is John's user, and then now he has author role, but now you see reader. So I'm going to just change this so that I use as a demo, and then I'm going to just update. All right, so let's work on a profile builder. So let's go to JetEngine and under profile builder, and then go to account page. And then I'm going to create new sub pages. So the first one is I'm going to display all the post, all guest post. And another one is create page for, I'll call it the favorite, so that the reader can save favorite articles or posts. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that. And then template. So I'm gonna work on the template afterwards, but available for the user role. So I'm gonna pick this. So this subpage is available for only readers. Okay, so I'm gonna pick that and then hit save. Okay, next, let's work on creating a template for readers dashboard account page. So let's go to Elementor, template, save template. And then, so I'm not going to start from scratch because I've created already for admin and authors template. So I'm going to just duplicate, and I'm going to just use this old post for admin. I'm going to clone this and then just change the name, guest post for readers, and hit update. And then edit with Elementor. All right, so I duplicated from admin dashboard here, template. So we don't need a tab. So I'm going to just get rid of that, delete. And then what we need is just listing grid. Okay, so just grab this. And then guest post listing. Guest post. So this one for account page. Okay, so this is the one. Looks messy, but change to one column. All right, so this is the one we're going to be using. Right, so if you want to increase that, we can do 20. And then, if you want to lazy load enable, you can do that. So let's go ahead and publish. And let's go back to JetEngine and profile builder and account page. So this one, all guest post. Now we're going to pick template. And that's a guest post. Guest post readers. So this is the one. And then hit update. Okay, so let's bring readers account dashboard here. So as you can see, readers can see all the posts here. Okay, and then go to favorite. It's nothing here, so we gotta set this up. The idea is that readers can save their favorite articles or posts on their dashboard. So let's work on that. Okay, so go to JetEngine and go to module. So make sure your data stores module is on. Okay, and you'll see the tab here, data stores. Now let's go to data stores, and then let's create a new stores. So I'm going to create a favorite and the store type. So I'm going to choose meta, user meta, because this is only for login users. Okay, so here's a max size. So you can set a number here, but I'm going to use just the unlimited size here. So I'll leave it to 0. Okay, and then the count items. So I'm going to check this on and hit save. Okay, so next I want to add a favorite link. So basically, so this is the reader's dashboard, and then hit the read more. So I like to add a save favorite button somewhere down here, so that they can save as a favorite. So let's go to Crocoblock. I use a theme core to create a template. So I'm going to use a theme template. And I already created the guest post single template here. So let's go back to edit with Elementor. All right. So once again, so these buttons are for admin and the guest author. So this is not visible for readers. I think click here, just quickly navigate you. Use dynamic visibility. So user role is only admin can see all the buttons, and also only the current post author can see those buttons. Okay, so this is so the readers cannot see all the buttons. And then go to dynamic link. Okay, so let me just bring it down maybe here. Okay. So instead of permalink, I'm going to use added store. Okay, and select use favorite. Okay, and then change the text to add a favorite, and then add a new icon. Maybe I use heart. Right. Then maybe a little bit change the style. Okay. This is single template for article or guest post. And now we added the add favorite button here. Now, next one is we need to create this favorite template here. So we don't have anything. So we have to work on that. Okay, so first let's go to JetEngine and the listings. So here's the listing templates here. And I'm going to just copy or duplicate this existing template. So let's clone this. Okay, so now it's dropped. I'm going to change the name though. Guest, maybe favorite, post item. This is for readers account page or dashboard. Okay, so I'm going to just change the name, hit update, and then go to Elementor to edit the template. Okay, now this is for readers, so I'm going to just delete these buttons. It's not really necessary. Okay, and then I'm going to add dynamic link again right here. I'm just going to grab here. I'm going to just grab it right here. There's a space here. And then instead of permalink, I'm going to choose remove from store. Okay. And which store? It's going to be favorite. And then change label. Okay. And I'm going to just use icon, maybe trash. Yeah, trash icon like that. Give it a little bit. Oops, you don't need to do that. Here. Okay. And go ahead and hit publish. Next, we need to go to query builder because we need to build a custom query just for favorite post items. Okay. Now hit add a new. I'm going to say favorite post. So it's going to be post query, and the post type is going to be guest post for this demo, and the status has to be published. Now, next one is go to post and page, and the post in. All right, so click this dynamic button here, and then so let's look for get store right here. Okay, and then select favorites and hit apply, and then add a query. And then let's go to Elementor and the saved, template and the saved template. We need to work on the template for favorite post on the reader's account page. So what I'm going to do is I have already created guest post for readers template. So I'm going to actually use this, and I'm going to just clone this template to start with. Okay, right here. So I'm going to just change the name to like favorite post for readers. Okay, and hit update and open up with Elementor. All right, so I'm going to just change that. So same thing, this is a listing grid, right? So I'm going to use guest post, favorite post item for readers account. Okay, so this is the one we just created. And this has a remove favorite button here, right? All right, so the column number is 1. Now let's scroll down here and then use a custom query, and then yes. And we're going to pick a custom query for favorite post. So, okay. And then let's go ahead and hit publish. Okay. And then let's go to JetEngine profile builder right here. And then go to account page. And we have sub page here, favorite. And we need to create. Yeah, so favorite post for readers, element on template. Okay, and then this is only visible for readers, and hit save. Okay, so let's go to back to account page. So that's all post here. And then go to favorite listing. Okay, so there are some favorite items here. So let's just test it out. Let's go to guest post. And then, so let's read the IT security. Okay, okay, and here's add favorite button here. So let's click that. Okay, and let's go to account page. And then favorite. I see security is on a favorite list. Okay, so let's hit the remove here. Okay, removed. All right, we covered a lot today, and thank you for watching. We covered how to create custom dashboards for author, admins, and readers using Crocoblock JetEngine. We built a complete workflow for user registration, article submission, and approval processes, all without writing a single line of code. Now that you have the foundation, I encourage you to customize and expand your dashboards to fit your specific needs. You can explore more advanced features like custom notifications for different actions, additional user role with different permissions, styling, UX, UI improvements. And this is perfect for blogs, online publications, community events, or any content sharing platform. I hope you find this video useful. Please let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the Crocoblock channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.